We realised that we'd got as far as we could with the tractor mounted mowers. We needed to get a longer reach, which we really couldn't do with the tractor. We found that the plated weights on the tractors, we couldn't safely operate a longer reach mower than the 9 metre machines we have at present. So we needed something with stability, and we felt that the self-propelled machine was the most stable on the bank. I'm Jon Fenn. I'm the operations engineer at the Middle-Level Commissioners. Middle-Level are a consortium of farmers and landowners who look after and administer the watercourses in the fens, 70,000 hectares in total. A lot of that area is at or just below sea level, so it's vitally important that we maintain the drainage channels in this good condition. We have to convey water, and as you can see, the pumping station here, it's the largest in the UK and I think the 4th largest in Europe at the moment, capable of pumping 125 tonnes a second. So we have to maintain the banks and the channels in good condition so that the water can get here efficiently and effectively. Some of the drainage channels we have, as we have here, we've got grass margins so we can cut at any time of the year, but there are lots where we have cropping right to the very brink of the drain, so we have to wait until harvest finished so we can get in. It's vitally important that we get in and we get that work done. We've also got a statutory navigation function. We've got 120 miles of statutory navigation, and there again we have to maintain the banks so that navigation can get past and is not held up with trees or bushes or anything like that. So the machine we've bought is a SPV2 110 VT machine, 11 metre reach. It's a couple of metres longer than the tractor mounted machines that we run, and we need that long reach so that we can get down and cut right in the bottom of the bank. The process of choosing the machine it worked very well. We went over to Italy and to the new Green factory, and we were treated to a whole row of brand new machines stood in a row, and we took the operator with us, and he literally went from seat to seat and tried each machine out. We thought we knew what we wanted before we went, actually, but when we got there and we tested the machine side by side, it was so much better to be able to actually sit on the seat and put the arm out and decide what you want that way. This particular mower's got a 1.5 metre head on it with a swivel on so we can cut in both directions, and we've had a 2.5 metre Spearhead mower fitted on the front. We have got a weed cutting basket as well, which we can put on for the winter time for winter weed cutting works. Where the SPV is concerned against the tractor, of course you can cut in both directions. Visibility for the operator is fantastic. With a swivel cab, the operator can always have the cab at the optimum angle, looking at his work and looking in the direction of travel. It's far better than superior than a tractor. The other advantage we have with this machine, we've got the top mower on the front, so we can undertake top mowing as well as sidearm mowing. So effectively we're doing 2 jobs in one. One of the biggest advantages we see of using a self-propelled machine over a tractor is the stability on the bank. Tractors are meant for ploughing and pulling trailers. They're not really meant for hanging big side-mounted mowers on and trying to counterbalance. This machine has got the sliding counterbalance on. We had that fit as an option, but it just makes it so stable on the bank, and we're happy that it's as stable as it can be. Maneuverability is fantastic. It's got 4-wheel steer, crab steer and 2-wheel steer, so we've got a mode for every application. Reaching over fences and hedge lines is a big thing for us. It's something that we're always doing, so the ability to go up and then down the other side is what we really need. We've had the big tyres fitted on this, and we find that it's got good capacity, certainly as good as any tractor when the going gets tough. We think that when we get into the winter weather, the diff lock will be a big advantage on this machine. Obviously we have times when we have to work on wet banks, and it's very useful to be able to get yourself out of a wet spot. The driver's very happy in that cab. When we went over to Italy, he was impressed with the layout of the cab and how things have moved on, the technologies in there. It's very comfortable for him. The air seat's fantastic. He can spend up to 10 or 12 hours a day in that cab, and it's very important to us that he's comfortable and able to concentrate. The last thing we want is a driver that's uncomfortable. That's where accidents happen. The machine's got bags of power for what we need to do. It's very, very easy to use and to control that power as well. Very good for controlling the forward working speed as well. We specified the 11-metre reach loss on this machine. We think it will be just about enough to reach our deepest banks. We didn't want to go too long, but we need enough reach to be safe. So it just means that the machine can stand off the bank. It doesn't have to be right on the edge of the bank. It can stand off a little bit and be safer. One of the large deciding factors when we decided to purchase the machine was the warranty that was offered. We've been offered a 3-year, 3,000 hour warranty, which will cover all the parts that we need covering. It's a really important part of our decision making. We find that we have such a short mowing season that any downtime really costs us money. Spearhead in Green, the machines are well built and they're reliable, and even if we do get a problem, we know that we get backup now, so it's a big weight off our minds. Local spares and parts availability, it's got to be absolute top priority for us. If you've got a machine that's broken down, it's no good for anybody, and we know that BW Mac down the road, they're going to be there to put it right for us. The cost comparison we did compared to the tractor, it's very close, to be fair, but you're not really looking at like-for-like machines. This machine can do far more than we could have expected of a tractor. So that we think we've got good value for money with this machine. We know that it's got a good resale value as well, which is really important to us at the end of 10 years. We know that we can resell it and not lose money on it. Obviously the environment to the middle-level commission is very important. We've got an obligation to improve the environment. Anything that we do to disturb the environment causes problems. We think this machine will be able to work more efficiently, going to use less fuel, so we'll have less of a carbon footprint. And we think that the environment in the middle level will benefit from using it. It's going to be a bit of a breath of fresh air.